Starts here on Bank.
In the Hibana, because if that is the case, no, not quite. It was gonna be how from Bappin here inside the server, or drop down the hatches, attack the front portion of lobby side, and just try and get chaos in the server. And that right there, that opens things up.
Big opening, but it is traded back by Relays. However, Enterprise all drop from different places at the same time. They establish a numbers advantage. Lunchbox forced all the way back deep into gold. Great shot from Neptune, though. Critically, Kyra couldn't take him down. Double kill from Neptune. It's now all up to Tuhan. He has to go deep. Neptune finds all the final 3 kills. And for EP.
It's not revived yet.
Still, Neptune is bleeding out on the ground.
Is it actually gonna... Oh, they just get 2 kills out of nowhere. They're gonna sacrifice Neptune, though. They're not gonna go for the revive.
Yeah, no, they won't. Eventually, he bleeds out, but it's been worth it. Good kills. However, Jacana will go down to Jigsaw, trying to make his way in the bomb site on the Deimos. Lunchbox still in this pivotal position as he's smoked off. He can't go for a flank outside Janitor now, but Relays and Player, their phone's ringing. Lunchbox protected. The coverage here from Relays. However, the Glaz will be able to peer through the smokes. Tries to walk through the Glaz. Finds a kill. Player now in a 1v3, but he can isolate the first fight surely against Brendo, and he will win it. He has been so clutch today against the previous opponent from the Chiefs, but it's not enough in the 1v3 Jigsaw. Janitor closet, he is almost alone on the top floor. Player is not far behind. That's very unorthodox. A quick peek from Lunchbox, and Jigsaw will go down.
Tuhan by the side window, Bappin bottom square. They're gonna try and just go for it, I guess.
This is very risky. Bappin tries to come in and backstab, but we've also got to worry about the player coming up from the main stairs. It's Player himself on the Goyo. He is cutting off Brendo. Tuhan not able to have an impact, and well, Kyra's gone down at Monty on the bomb site, completely obliterated. Player still holding his position at the bottom of the main stairs, and Neptune still just sits comfortably in staff room. Bappin now in a 1v4. He'll find a first consolation frag before getting swung by Jacana. Very cut and dried, open and shut case for
Glass. If we're going to see the Monty ban or something else, it's going to be the
only way to win this is to go unbelievable. And while Jacana is completely lighting up the bomb site, it's going to be nigh impossible. Bappin cannot plant while the fire goes down. Good kill from Mikasa. Jigsaw finds his. The smokes will surely lock this out. I mean, smoke and fire. That's a hell of a lot of damage here onto the EP players looking for a plant. Puts hell of a lot of pressure onto Jigsaw, who needs to go for a backstab as the Grimm's bees subside. The plant trying to go again from Bappin, but it's not likely to work out. He gets hit by the Thorn Trap. The fire, one tick of it will kill him. The plant trying to go down. He will fall. Finally, the Goyo fire is what puts the nail in the coffin for Bappin. And despite some big kills from EP, Chief.
If they lose that flare, I'm not sure what else they can bring. Strategically, this grenade is great. This time they get the injure and confirm the kill onto Nep. Same thing as last time. They isolate the most vulnerable player.
Will it be able to deny it and plan in time? Indeed, it will not. Kyra manages to survive a brief moment longer, but he still hasn't died. 5v4 in the post plant. Kyro is so lucky to have survived the gas, tucked away in this tiny little corner. And Player still 1 gas in pocket. That will quickly kill the Blackbeard, but Lunchbox trying to peek out of Janitor's closet will fall. Relays now 1v5. It's not going to happen. No universe where that happens. A flawless round. A much needed one at that for Enterprise. Trying to buy time. He has 1 Razor Bloom in pocket, and he's going to get a free kill into Tuhan. EP did not contain. Last 15-second push here from EP. And Relays has made his way all the way on for a flank. Player upstairs. How has he snuck back into the top floor? He can single-handedly pick apart this attack. Lunchbox gets active on the bomb site. The plant will go down, and it's retake mode for the Chiefs, and it's massive! Big flank here from Player, and the Clash is still alive. It's only Bappin now. As the shield beset down by Neptune. Bappin has no utility to try and clear it. Finds the first kill. Needs to try and find the second. Can he get the angle onto Neptune? It's a ninja defuse from the Clash. Lost them the end of the half. They lost that not because of a gunfight, but because Chiefs played it smart. Wow. I mean, talking about gunfights. You give EP a gunfight, they pull off insane.
Quickly enough and clear out the Goyo fire, they can still technically go for a plant later on.
Oh wow, talk about Goyo fire.
Oh, he dropped the hatch.
Yeah, Jacana dropped the hatch into barbed wire, into Goyo fire and gas. He's going to find a kill onto Jigsaw. That's pretty good. But he will eventually get traded back. This gunfight could mean a lot here. Oh, Tuhan, you can't afford to lose it. Neptune has been phenomenal today in clutch moments for Chiefs and bring it into the 3v3. It looks
15.
possible. But the problem is for Chiefs is that diffuser is cold on the ground. A spot onto Bappin. Realize does a little bit of damage onto him. Brendo, though, survives for one, and Lunchbox, despite his best efforts, cannot survive inside of the barbed wire. He continues to take damage, and EP win, realistically, just thanks to that diffuser. In theory, can cut Bappin off in the hallway. Okay, plan's starting to go down. This is where it comes down to Mikasa. Jigsaw below. He's not using his gadgets.
They can't see it.
What is going on? Jigsaw must have used his gadget too early, because he didn't have any charge left in the scanner. And now this is essentially an impossible retake. They know exactly where Jigsaw is seemingly. Player is just watching for somebody to be running around down in lobby below. Everyone from Chiefs can jump outside, look for a rappel angle. Meanwhile, Jackenna can just feed information to his teammates. Player on rappel will finally take down Jigsaw, who failed at his job. He had one critical role. And without it, I mean, that was it. That's over. It's GG for Enterprise. This is going to be a 5th round on the board.
Oh, no.
Insult added to injury there as Jackenna disrespects Brendo. A refrag will come through, and Chiefs under a lot of pressure. Jigsaw's going to go for a flank at the same time, and he gets spotted and taken down by Player. Huge kill from the IQ. He's going to get swung again, and he takes down his old teammates. Chiefs are handling this aggression from Enterprise oh so well. Now Tuhan is low HP. Player has lapped up this free map control, and Chiefs are starting to tighten their grip. Brendo fights back, lashes out, finds one. Relays needs to try and prevent him from taking any more ground. But he's also being watched by Jackenna up above. Position revealed for Brendo. Numbers advantage still for the Chiefs as they need to try and focus up on planting on the bomb side. But with Lunchbox falling as he tries to drop into the side and Brendo winning another fight, it might just be over for Chiefs in this round. Cairo and Tuhan now try and stand tall against Jackenna. But Cairo is just tucked into this corner. Tuhan there with the pistol.
Hatch drop and just go YOLO, because like this door, you're not gonna get past it. There are so many lasers.
And there are no nades. It would have been nice to have a fuse charge on it. Here comes the EMP and the drop. Another flash to come through. Perfect, beautiful play by Jackenna as he drops down, finds the kill with that PMM. However, relays will fall, which means you don't have a Thatcher to try and counter any late round smokes or C4s. Thankfully, there are no C4s, but there are the smokes from Brendo, and they go out in abundance. It's a desperate time now. Chiefs have to go deep for kills, and Enterprise will overcome.
Ooh. Bit of damage into Lunchbox. Not feeling too good right now on the Blackbeard.
He's forcing that.
Go for a plant.
He's forcing that plant down, and Mikasa should be able to see it. I'm not sure he did.
I think they can stop
but they've managed to find a kill elsewhere. The plant indeed will go down. It's a 5v4 retake opportunity for Enterprise, but they find a second kill in the post plant now. There are no more logic bombs. This is going to be very hard. Neptune on this prone angle. I mean, it's such a hard spot here. Relays on the prone angle rather. Neptune inside of the elevator. Oh no! Big flank opportunity from Cairo. Hunts down Relays. A second player joins, and Jigsaw helps Cairo to find the kill. The plant needs to be counted here as they find kill after kill. It comes just down to Neptune, and there's no chance now for Jigsaw. Neptune's got two players on the floor, and there's no time for Jigsaw to hit the counter defuse. Neptune goes for it. He finds every goddamn...
And not going straight away for a plant. This is what they were missing.
No, Trey tempted here, but Neptune has to be careful. He's walking into a crossfire if he makes his way forward. Oh my god!
He got
a pre-fire! Through the separator there, above the printer, finds Brendo.
Stays alive. They know now for a short moment the bomb side is weaker, as there is a player stuck below. C4 goes out, doesn't find anything.
Oh, he needs his kill.
You gotta watch the staircase.
Karigo win this fight, but he loses it! Relays has the control, and one by one they fall! Neptune wins it with the grenade, and Chiefs have done what...
Do you ban a shield? Do you ban the Ying on the glass? Here is immediately and could take down Lunchbox. He's on a single point of health. It's hanging at the Nari. The Chiefs are fully locked out. C4 takes out player. A Thorn Trap popped as well. They are stuck in the Aqua door and the staircase.
Oh, Tuhan's an awkward spot, but he's got support! Finds a double kill with that shotgun. As Lunchbox, injured on the ground, was an easy target. Now, Jackenna, the last one. Nice kill, but a 1v5 is not possible. Not at all. Great round.
There is no vertical on the door either. They're gonna go for a plant. Do they have the coverage?
This might have to be a retake. He's going to be able to tank the gas. This is
stick
very
the
much
plant.
going to be possible. He just managed to plant. He might die in the post, but that doesn't seemingly matter. He's going to have to take the gunfight. Jigsaw, surely the nade comes out, keeps Jigsaw at bay. It's another retake opportunity, but somehow Jackenna gets active and finds a kill by walking back inside again. Brendo's in an awkward spot, wants to take out this player outside. Tuhan comes to support, takes down the Blackbeard. Good shot from Brendo. Another big one from Tuhan. It's a 2v1 in the post plant. Player just needs to find this second kill. Not a lot of time left for Brendo. He needs to land this shot perfectly. Can't tuck and hide away behind that shield. Players even got flashes to utilize. The round is a done deal. No retake for EP.
Very quiet, very slow push so far for Chiefs. They haven't really shown their cards just yet. And they're by the bump side window, about to jump in on
Oh, here it goes. Tuhan finds one, but traded back. That's a worthwhile trade. Yeah, you lose your Blackbeard, but it's fine. The pulse is taken down. The plan's going to go down again. It's going to be another retake opportunity for Enterprise. Another time where they have the numbers advantage, but they keep failing. These numbers advantage retakes could kill from Cairo. He needs to wait for the rest of his team to shape up a 4 versus 2. As a Jigsaw will go down. Neptune on the top floor. He has been so phenomenal for Chiefs today. It's going to be another 1v1 with Brendo trying to take this fight. No one else supporting him. Neptune keeps on peeking away. He gets the best timing possible. And that timer is ticking away. Big kill now. And it's time for Cairo to try and deny it. Going for the swing. Bappin finally gets the kill. And for what feels like the first time in a hell of a long time, Enterprise succeed on their bomb site retake.
Oh my god, the timing on top floor is dancing back and forth on the wall. We're talking one gunfight goes a different direction, and that round will either be Chiefs or Enterprises. When Chiefs try and go for it, they can't keep letting them get away with it.
Ooh, nice bit of damage. Wow, aggressive swing from Bappin. I quite like that. Question marks for his former teammate trying to get back.
Kind of cut him off. Cairo takes a lot of damage, but stays alive. It's very important. Keep that numbers advantage. Relays though needs to be the hero, and it's too late. He goes down, as does Jackenna, leaving just Nap and Lunchbox.
But just going for swings, that works for them. Lunchbox now trying to make his way, trying to fish for a few picks. C4 is going to make that very difficult. Neptune 1v5, time to pad the KD, won't get a chance. Enterprise flawless.
Straight bullets and doing a bit of damage to Lunchbox. But once they run out of smoke grenades, the push kind of dies. So this is a worthy trade, and they get a C4 kill onto Nep.
Yeah, this is great. Nice curveball thrown by Enterprise going to this very unusual bomb site. As Cairo actually finds the kill finally onto Lunchbox. The Glaz is gone, and Box is yet to find a kill. Cairo, he might be on the floor, but it doesn't matter. They're not going to be able to finish this off anytime soon. And Chiefs don't have a clear way into it. Jigsaw peeks for another kill. With that Valkyrie, the MPX so deadly on his long angle all the way from vending. Finally, Cairo finished off by Jackenna, but it's a 2v4. I don't think that Enterprise are going to let Chiefs get the plant down this time.
Oh, they are surely not. They got a huge advantage in terms of player count and positioning. However, Mikasa goes down. Still got a C4 and 2 hand. Final smoke's gone from the Thermite. Player has to link up with his teammate of Jackenna and try and make a play together.
Oh, good C4. Well done from Tuhan. Now player desperately needs to get around it. 1v3, not a lot of time left. He doesn't have that diffuser, and he walks straight into Brendo's waiting arm. It's a slew of rounds in a...
Seconds per 2 ground freeze. There's nothing they can do about it. You just gotta say, guys, please wait, I'm breaching, please. Oh, he gets caught!
All right.
Jackenna, but the pull shot in the window. I mean, he has technically popped the thermite shots.
Fire comes out. Neptune desperately needs to find this kill. Oh, great work from Relays. Cuts off Tuhan, who tries to go for a close-range swing. Chiefs might have a way back into it on the back of that kill. They've shut down the top fragger here from EP. And the Solid Snake's getting information as well onto where the Azami is, but Brendo swings straight into him. Another 2v4. The Chiefs, they're looking to try and find this plant. Now they're baiting it. They're dropping the diffuser, pretending that they're planning to try and bait the Solus. Doesn't seem to work, and the DMR does not win against Jigsaw's DMR. Relays now with 2 flashes and 2 air jabs. Has every way of winning this as he swings the angle. Needs to get the better of Cairo, and he will. 1v3. not impossible. But trying to plant here is going to be nigh improbable.
If you can find Mikasa on the vert here and beat him in the gunfight, that'll open it up for a potential plant. But the issue is he lacks information. Has 2 air jabs in pocket, has a flashbang. It's super playable. It has to be super clutch though.
And there isn't exact information here for Jigsaw up above. Wow, he lands a big shot. Tiny bit of HP left, and Brendo will spray down and finish off Relays. It is, in the end, a very dominant half in favor of Enterprise. Exactly what they needed. A 5-1 start to Nighthaven on defense as they move into the second half, looking to push us to Fortress.
Oh boy. No mirror windows in the game that is commonly played where Monty can't just walk up and smack. It's why the Monty ban is so common. Okay, that's an angle.
Yeah, player has been shut down. Both him and Neptune have been the 2 big hitters for Chiefs across the series. Great work though, the double peak from the Monty and Brendo behind him. A dominant start to the attack half for Enterprise. 6-1 up, and now 5 map points
behind him with the impact grenade and help him get back towards that bomb site.
Big kill for Brendo, looking for a second. Player will trade it back. That's worthwhile for the Chiefs, except for the fact that Lunchbox is not only down but also out. A kill with the boss chief from Cairo. Not every day you get to see.
But if he finds that freebie and then falls back towards the bomb site, I mean, that could be everything for this round. But meanwhile, Jakina gets injured, takes a ton of damage, and confirmed by Cairo. And they're not going to stop planting.
Yeah, this is great from Cairo. He knows how to entry and then immediately go for a kill. I believe player's been spotted on this cross. He has indeed. Tuhan's got the line, locked on down. It's Relays in a 1v4. Cairo on the floor, but it doesn't matter. Bappin's got the info on him with the dead dread mark. And look at that, Enterprise. A quick reply after what Chiefs were able to achieve on Bank. Leads them to this moment to qualify for the major or to go.
Chiefs on attack and EP on defense. Arbiter bands are flying through. It's going to be surely, you can assume that it's an air jab. So if he goes for this, yep, can impact it, look forward, run on out, get a freebie. Yep, caught by surprise.
I don't know what happened.
Tried to do it. I think it missed.
Did it miss, or did it perhaps only get one of the lasers and then get destroyed? I don't know. Cairo finds Jakena on the blitz, and that is a very pivotal piece of the Chiefs' attack gone. However, big shot from player against his old teammate. He's about to, however, walk into a crossfire. Brendo knows exactly where he is. As long as Brendo doesn't move a muscle, player shouldn't know unless he gets out the gadget. No, but he's got an inkling, so he brings out the gun, and Nade will finish him off. This is now winnable for player and Lunchbox, but they don't have that diffuser, and they need to desperately move into the bomb site together. Lunchbox coming from Furnace into Kitchen, player coming from the other side, and there is just no time remaining. It'll be a 1v3 that player will find nothing for Enterprise. Locking
every single event, and they can actually take names at international tournaments. That's what I feel like we're missing more of.
Yeah, that's what we've missed ever since, in the Oceanic region, ever since Bliss fell apart. We haven't had that international real
they got Nomad for the flank, but the issue is the timer. We gotta see Jakena kind of speed up the pace of this route. He said, okay.
Wow. Yeah, that was very risky to take a long-range gunfight with the iron sights, no less. Cairo round the corner, finding the kill onto Relays as well. Desperate times calls for desperation from the Chiefs, but it will not work out. Great lockup of that defensive side from Enterprise. Gas goes out, second one to follow. He knows that he's about to get pushed. You're right, he could just walk away if he wanted to. Instead he goes for a fight, he loses it to Jakena, who somehow manages to dodge that second fight. However, Brendo with a good crossfire will take him down. It's only Cairo and Brendo left, however. They need to get active with the guns. Cairo brings out the SMG as Brendo is about to get targeted by Neptune's Deimos. Brendo now knows where that Deimos is. He hasn't really moved a lot. Destroy that mirror window, worry about someone in bathroom, worry about the blitz, hello! The flashbang comes through, Lunchbox confirms the kill, and Neptune
commitment. And they get a couple of kills to start off, and more importantly, Lunchbox on the watching on Bank earlier. You remember that Jakena did play a fuse round on a Bank basement roam clear, and Impact Grenade run out gets punished this time. A little bit of a bait play from player perhaps. It works out great.
As of yet, now Jakena has managed to get into sight, is forcing that plant down. Is Cairo able to deny it? Oh my god, no one's watching from the hatch. They will trade back.
Oh no.
It's a worthwhile trade though for Chiefs. 1 for 1 means they're still in the advantage. But no, if Brendo finds one, he's now the last man standing. 1v3, they know where he was. And they can start forcing this plant down, but no shield to work with. Good guns though on the Chiefs side, and vertical domination with Lunchbox still holding up above. Brendo needs to have the clutch of his life here to go up for Enterprise. He knows that there's a crossfire to contend with. He doesn't know exactly where these Chiefs players are. He knows roughly where that plant was going down. He's going to have to walk time and time again into these crossfires. Nice first shot onto relays. 22 seconds. There's just enough time to get this done. With Lunchbox on the top floor, this shouldn't be winnable. It doesn't even come down to that, because player will hunt him down, find the kill.
Dropping down on the balcony, so unless Cairo walks away willingly, how do they want him to clear?
Okay, that was never going to work for relays. We need Jakenna here. Like, he needs to be the one dropping down the stairs with the Blackbeard.
Yeah, where's the BB?
Yeah, the Blackbeard's instead coming up the stairs. Oh, Cairo surely nods! Oh, that's going to hurt for Jakenna. 1 by 1, Chiefs drop. It's going to be a flawless round, surely, for Enterprise. He's got Diffuser in his clutches too, doesn't he? Cairo holding onto that kit at the top of the stairs. Lunchbox just looking for an exit frag. He's not likely to find anything.
That's awkward. Very, very awkward round. Everything that comes off fire did more damage than the Goyo, and it limited them in the push. It's a flawless. Being into the outside, goes into a window upstairs, creates chaos, and they hit the side below. The issue is, player exposes his location, so now they know that this could be a fake, but actually it might not be. They're gonna full set it instead to the mid bay.
Oh my god, this is so aggressive so early on, but Cairo is the perfect operator, ready to receive. Not affected by those flashbangs as Neptune is shut down. Lunchbox is the last one standing, the Solid Snake, in another 1v5. Enterprise. 2 of their most dominant rounds in a row so far. It was a gamble by Chiefs, and one that did not pay off thanks to one man. Cairo loses his head. Good shot from Box. 4 more to find. He knows where 2 of them are. He knows he's walking straight into a crossfire through the smoke as well. An unenviable position, no doubt. Needs to take these fights. That nade is good. Almost gets a wallbang on the back of it. He knows where that player is, but he doesn't have another nade to utilize. He's going to have to try and bait out the swing. Bappen doesn't need to move. He's also spotted on the camera. So tempted here for Bappen to go for a swing. Gets baited into it. 1v5 becomes a 1v3. Maybe it is winnable after all. Lunchbox has info.
Well played.
Bappen says well played. And Box is hungry for more. Approaching the bomb site. The Fuser is cold on the ground as the defense starts to peel further and further back. But it doesn't matter because Brendo is there. And that Enterprise going head-to-head, and we can see what to do so.
I think they missed the shield with the S charge too. I don't think they cleared it, to be honest with you.
Is Cairo going to win this fight against Jakenna on the stairs? He does go deep with the Reaper.
Fight that easily.
Yeah, it's very hard now to clear Neptune, especially because he's the water, but Cairo comes in for the backstab, and with the Reaper, he wreaks havoc on the Chiefs defense. Just player and realize the former EP players up against their old team player now. The last one standing. Realize finds one before he's traded back. No more Candelas as the Ying's gone down. No much util as well for EP. Big 2 kills for player. Is now Brendo and Jigsaw. He has to find every one of them. Brendo goes down 1v1 against Jigsaw, the player who replaced him on this team. I'm not sure he has the read. He walks straight into his open arms. And Jigsaw conjures up a match point for Enterprise. Active, reactive. They see Jigsaw, Mikasa on the glass, but that is a great gas babe. Good re-aggression from player, finds his kill, but Jigsaw will reply, taking down relays. Player is still alive. He has been instrumental for the Chiefs today, but Jigsaw is hungry.
It's worth it. They take down the Blackbeard, and there's no more smoke grenades from the glass. Now they can fight back on even numbers and even terms, and that's the big thing for me. But Bappen gets 1. Window swing is good. 3v2 favoring Chiefs.
Player's in such a good position. Jigsaw trying to fake him out. But Jigsaw goes down to Box. It's just Brendo left, and he doesn't know where they are. Player again.
This bomb site, being held by a 20 health LM.
Oh, no.
The issue is Jakenna goes down as well. That's the smoke, so timer is real. 60 seconds. Have to hit the shots now, player. It's your time to step up once more.
Cairo on the blitz. He gets aggressive, but that C4 will miss. Plays in an awkward spot.
Oh, no.
And taken down. The savior of the Chiefs is at the mercy of the blitz. And now relays on for his flank. Can't even find the shots on Brendo. Eventually puts him down. 1v5 retake to save the hopes and dreams of this brand new roster, but Bappen puts it to bed. a super team for an interview. First up, Mag, congratulations on being a champion in OC as a coach. It feels inevitable. How many years has it been since you were champion in OC back in the day with Fnatic and Mindfreak as a player? It feels only befitting that now, since joining EP, you raise another trophy and you're heading to another major. Man, what must that feel like after such a break from the scene for you?
Honestly, the feeling right now, like it's like the feeling like a little kid again, you know. Definitely being a coach, the adrenaline is actually insane. When we're starting to throw rounds, the adrenaline's up, and like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I've been out of the scene for however many years now, and it's really good to be back. It's I'm working with some very talented boys here, so honestly, just great to be back. And we need to get OC and APAC back to the main stage of Invitational. Ever since I left, no one has made the main stage of Invitational.
That's right. You guys did it like no other in OC. Talk me through the process of what your job actually is right now. Obviously, as fans of the game, we see the coaches on the player cams and we see you talking, but what are you actually contributing to with the boys? Because you left the scene as a player for a while, the strategy has changed, the meta has changed. Are you doing more like fundamental stuff while they're catching you up to speed, or are you already like helping them out with strategy and counter prepping? Like, what's your role for these guys?
Yes, so my role is, managing players and personalities, because there are a lot of personalities on the team.
True.
It's also, making strats when we need to, doing the hard, dirty work of looking at other teams, writing up, counter strats, possible weaknesses, what we should ban. I'm very, very grateful to have someone like Cairo on the team, who is a huge Siege brain. He has one of the best, brains in Siege. And, he's a super hard worker, so I work with him closely a lot. It's also, making sure in the timeouts. So just before on the timeouts, I'm addressing the fact that we should go for like a kitchen execute, or just a first floor execute on our kitchen on that last round, instead of, pushing up top like we usually do. And it just at the moment, because I'm only a one-man show for head coach, I'm, doing a lot of things, but I'm also learning a lot from the players. Obviously, Fortress, I don't have as much experience on Fortress as the other players, so they're always teaching me things. But it's a great back and forth, and it's just a really good environment we've created for, the team to build and eventually become one of the best teams in the world.
Mag, you mentioned that no team from OC has made it to the main stage at Six Invitational since your days with Fnatic. Another stat I've got that I've been thinking a lot about since EP made some roster changes this year is no Oceanic team has actually won a game against a non-APAC team without Fishoguy since you guys did with Fnatic. So Fishoguy retiring, and surely that would have had massive ripple effects on the rest of the team, because he was the brains of the operation, because he was that primary support player. You mentioned Cairo, he's brought on. What does that look like when you get players like obviously Tuhan and Bappin staying on the roster, but then you get Brendo and Jigsaw, some of the most talented mechanical players in the game? How does that work with the roles when you don't have that traditional super support player like Fisher?
So yeah, you'd say like Fishoguy is the traditional support player, although he did play a lot of shields, so I'm really grateful that Cairo has picked up the shields. He's been absolutely running super well on the shields. So to be honest, we just now have a shield player that can, no offense to Fisher obviously, that can frag out, okay? Obviously Fishoguy has a really good, calm sort of personality, which I think is really needed for the current team. However, I think we want to not just do the same thing as the old EP. We want to bring some new strategies and a new play style with the current players that we have. We want to do the best with what we have, and that's being aggressive, and that's playing aggressively on shields and actually fragging on the shields.
Mag, it's been... Oh, sorry, you go. Please, Nick. No, I don't want to get between you two. You guys have history. I don't want to get between it.
I know your question kind of led me down a train of thought here.
Yep.
During the first map, Barbie Bank, we speak a lot about you guys' aggressive nature and playstyle, how you perform. I feel like sometimes there's a tendency for that to actually be a weakness, right? Because it's about ego challenging, fighting, etc., coin flipping, 50-50 gunfights. Back in our day, Mag, that was seen as like you gotta play smart together. But I will also give you guys praise and say throughout map 2 and map 3, it seemed there was like less of the 50-50 gunfights and a bit more of that team synergy.
Yep. I definitely agree with you. We shouldn't be taking the 50-50s all the time, but what we try and make sure to do in this team is that if we are making a play, then we're doing it together. As long as there's someone else there, we just do the play. Obviously, there are times where you have to go for the 50-50 to kill that person in, the enemy player in a power position to open up the round. But this team is really working at being, aggressive but together. So that's just the main focus for us.
It's been a while since you've had the chance to address the OS community as a champion, Mag, so I'd just love to give you the floor and say anything you want to say to fans watching EP and this brand new team as you head to the major.
This is, a roster that we're building to, not just qualify for the international events, but to go deep at them like the previous Fnatic. So this is, obviously the best roster OS has to offer. We obviously had a slow start on Bank today, but the mentality that we showed, the experience we have on the team, the raw talent we have on the team, keep supporting us, and we'll definitely, pull through at the international events. So, it's great to be back.
Well, thanks for your time, Mag, and congratulations again on once again becoming a champion here in OC. Good luck at the major.
Thanks, guys.